All right, let's get right into it. In the wild world of mobile games, getting someone to download your game, well, that's the easy part. But keeping them playing past that first weekend, now that is the real challenge. Today, we're going to tackle what is maybe the most critical moment in any game's life: Day 3 retention. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? I mean, developers pour so much energy into that Day 1 experience, that big first impression. But the real battle, the one that decides if your game lives or dies, is fought around that 72-hour mark. It's not about having a good first date, it's about making them want to come back for a third. And this leads us to our main villain of the story, the Valley of Churn. This is that exact moment, you know the one. The initial excitement, the shiny newness, it all starts to fade. The player looks at your app icon on their phone and asks that one dreaded question. Do I really need this? How you answer that question for them will determine everything. So why does this even happen? Well, the first big reason is all in our heads. It's pure psychology, a little bit of brain chemistry. Let's talk about something called the dopamine plateau.
I mean, think about it. You've been there, right? You download a game, you're absolutely hooked for 2 days, and then on day 3, opening it just feels like work. It's a super common feeling, and believe it or not, there's a real scientific reason behind it.
So here's what's going on. For the first 48 hours, every single tap is a brand new discovery. It's exciting. But by day 3, your brain's already figured it out. It's automated all those early moves. It knows what's coming. And when the learning stops, those little dopamine hits, those little rewards for figuring something out, they just stop coming. Your game goes from an adventure to just predictable.
And that's why this is so crucial. You can't show your whole hand at once. The approach on the left there, what we're calling the overwhelm, is just throwing everything at the player on day 1. It's too much. The fix is to stagger it. Give them 3 core features to start, then on day 2, unlock something cool and new. And, this is the key, on day 3, you hit them with the major game changer. That keeps their brain in that exciting, what's next, discovery mode.
Okay, so that's game mechanics. But what about just looking at the game? It's not just about what you do. It's also about how the game feels to look at. This is something so many developers forget, and it's called visual fatigue. Think of it this way. If a player opens your game and their brain just subconsciously goes, "Ugh, this looks complicated," they're out. They'll close the app before they even play. Art styles that are super realistic or cluttered are actually mentally demanding. They're a lot of work for our brains to process, which is the last thing anybody wants when they've got a few minutes to kill. So what's the fix? Well, it's what we call high-performance aesthetics. You know, there's a reason the biggest mobile games in the world often look kind of stylized, almost cartoonish. It's because those vibrant, clean visuals are low friction. They're easy on the brain, they feel inviting, not demanding, they look friendly. It makes the game perfect for that 5-minute break you have while you're waiting for your coffee.
All right, next up. This one's a huge reason people quit. It's that moment a player just slams into a wall and all that fun suddenly turns into pure frustration.
And wow, this chart here says it all, doesn't it? On day 1, maybe a task takes 5 minutes. Great. But then you get to day 3, and a similar task is suddenly going to take you 4 hours. That massive spike just feels unfair. It can even feel greedy, like you're being pushed to spend money. And that is an instant motivation killer. Players don't feel challenged, they just feel blocked.
The solution here is to be smart about it. Manage the difficulty behind the scenes. You have to use your analytics to see exactly where people are giving up. If you see tons of players quitting at the same spot, you can put in a pity timer. It's basically a secret mechanic that makes things just a little easier after they fail a couple of times. Or maybe offer them a small boost. The goal is to keep them in that perfect flow state, that sweet spot where it feels challenging but always achievable. Okay, let's get into some of the deeper psychology here, because this one is incredibly powerful. It's all about giving players a real sense of ownership over their experience.
So why is it so easy to hit uninstall on day 3? It's pretty simple, actually. The player doesn't feel like they own anything yet. They haven't put in enough of their own creativity, their own time, their own effort to feel like they would actually lose something valuable if they deleted the app. It costs them nothing to walk away.
So how do you fix this? You make it theirs. You have to encourage personal investment. Let them customize things. Let them decorate a room, or name a character, or choose a special career path in the game. These little choices create a massive bond. Because now, they aren't just deleting some random app. They're deleting their room, their character, their progress. And that brings us to our final strategy, and maybe the most powerful of all, making your game a part of a player's daily ritual. I mean, this is the holy grail, isn't it? to make logging into your game as automatic and essential as checking Instagram or your email in the morning. If your game isn't a habit, it's always at risk of being forgotten.
A simple daily login bonus just doesn't cut it anymore. The secret is an escalating reward system. What you're looking at here is a powerful psychological trick. By showing the player that awesome grand prize waiting for them on day 7, you make them want to come back every single day. The closer they get, the more they want it. Make sure that day 3 reward is a really nice jump from day 2, and you've just given them a huge reason to return.
So when you put all of these different pieces together, what does it all really mean? It's about a huge shift in how you think about that player's journey.
And this right here, this gets to the heart of it all. A tourist is just passing through. They look around, they have a good time, but they have no real reason to stay. A citizen, on the other hand, is invested. They have a home there, an identity, they belong. Your job in those first 3 critical days is to turn that tourist into a citizen.
So here it is, your Day 3 survival kit. First, stagger your content to keep things fresh and fight that dopamine plateau. Second, use clean, low-friction art to avoid visual fatigue. Third, reward them for showing up every day with escalating prizes to build that habit. And finally, let them make it their own through customization to build that powerful sense of ownership.
At the end of the day, day 3 isn't a finish line, it's a gateway. If you could master these ideas, you're not just getting a player to stick around for one more day, you're actually laying the foundation to turn what could have been a fleeting 3-day trial into a 3-year obsession.